I was just thinking about the that Jacob Blake police shooting in Kenosha, Wisconsin. I was just thinking about the person who called 911, and she was the victim. How she's been completely ignored and disenfranchised. Well, at least if I'm incorrect on that, then I stand corrected. But anyway, I'm pretty sure I'm not hearing anything about her or domestic violence victims at all, for that matter, at all. And I feel bad for that's a problem. That's directly Black Lives Matter's fault. Okay, Black Lives Matters is creating more victims right now than ever, and victims are being completely disenfranchised by Black Lives Matters. I just wish I just wish there was a way like I could talk to the black community. I just hate to see my fucking black people agree with this kind of ideology, thinking that like they just found some truth out when it's actually all of it is actually quite much the opposite of like what is correct and incorrect. And yes, morally as well. Because to say that the police are the enemy of the country, picture the world without police. They're never, it's not like you can't, it's not, no. It's like wrong, incorrect. Like if you get the question wrong on Jeopardy, it's incorrect. That's incorrect. Like it's just not. There's gonna be there's gotta be an authority, okay, to uphold the rule of law. You could change the title, but it's still, you know. So that's what I'm saying right there. Is that it's not real, you know. It's opposite. It's incorrect. And additionally, victims of crimes. What the fuck is that? Victims of crimes are very much in fear of getting out of whatever situation they're in, whether it be domestic violence or any other kind of crime that's being committed against them. It's taking their voice completely away from them. It's completely disenfranchising them and causing them to remain victims. But not only that, the suspension of the rule of law as a result of Black Lives Matters convincing the police, everybody to start writing against the police. What the fuck is wrong with you? You guys, come on. You guys need to go out there and stand against that shit. Just dismiss Black Lives Matters because it's not, people say like, oh, black people are just a pawn. I believe that too, but I don't like believing that because it really is insulting to black people. It's almost like calling black people too stupid to even fucking think for themselves. That's not true. Black people are not stupid. What it is that they produce facts to black people in a different fucking from the incorrect perspective. Okay, and it inflames black people because it's true. It does apply to them because, yes, like a disproportionately high majority of crimes are committed by black people, right? So, yes, the prisons are filled with what? A disproportionately high amount of black people. And so it's being presented as though the prisons are the problem. Like the private prisons are the fucking problem. But if you really want to think about like the public sector, the government, like can you imagine like how inhumane these black prisoners would be treated if you left it to the public sector to be providing a fucking facility and their all the needs that the private sector provides, then they're doing it at a profit. What the fuck you think this is, a fucking charity? No, that's not a charity. It's a prison. It's the private sector is managing it, and it's a lot more humane to the prisoners who happen to be disproportionately black. Like for real. You see how shit's like framed in a different way. And I do believe that these people do in Black Lives Matters really believe these things, but what they believe is incorrect. It's like it's wrong. It's error. It's incorrect thinking. Okay? It's like misplaced blame. And really it definitely is, it seems very exploitative to me how there's all this gay shit in there, and that's not really part of the black community. But it really does seem like there's been a lot of gay black motherfuckers just popping up out the woodwork in the past 10 years. Where the fuck did all these people come from? You cannot, you are not gonna tell me that these motherfuckers been closet gays their whole life. That is not true. No way. There ain't no fucking way you're convincing me of all these brand new black people that are gay. They've been gay this whole time? No. No. Where the fuck did they all come from? And why the fuck is all that gay shit all up in this Black Lives Matters movement shit? So there's like some deception going on as well. But not only that, a part of this whole gay shit, their next move is like, well, they got the right to marry. Why don't they shut the fuck up and stop? What the fuck are they still tripping about? Well, oh, then I'm not allowed to say this shit or some shit. You know how white people ain't allowed to say nigger? Well, like, white people aren't allowed to really say shit about gay. And, like, the fact that child molesters want rights, too. They're pretty mad that the fucking gay people kind of cut them out of the deal. Like, they, like, distance themselves from them. But here's the whole thing is, like, the term ageism in the Black Lives Matter movement, or what we believe fucking page, which is like consists of like 1,000 fucking words. It's probably like 50 paragraphs. When they start getting into this whole real technical fucking weird gay shit, they're talking about heteronormative thinking and assumptions and are wrong and fucking changing that in society, blah, blah, blah. And we also, and then they start a new paragraph, right? But like, it's kind of interesting as fuck how you say, and we do not, and ageism is something that we do not, like they don't, like they're not cool with ageism, and I don't think that they're using ageism the way that fucking you would naturally assume ageism to mean, especially how there's so much gay shit in all their movement, and then the specific real technical gay shit is followed up with ageism. I find that shit to be, I think that you black people need to ask these motherfuckers in BLM, demand that they answer whether or not how they feel about minor attracted persons. And if they allude to these people having a mental disorder, then you need to run quickly from them, because they will rape your children. And they will try to convince as many black people as possible that that's not a crime, that is a mental illness. Do you understand what the fuck I'm saying? Your children, there are black children who are victimized by fucking pedophilia rampantly. That shit is deep as fuck in in black communities. It really runs rampant like a wildfire. Okay? Where alcohol and drugs are used. Oh, and where there's like not a family structure. Those children are victimized. Those are the victims of pedophilia. Okay? A lot of those children do fit the fucking framework of like the black community that Black Lives Matters is targeting. Listen, the police are not racist. There's no systemic racism. There's systemic crimeism. Fuck the bullshit. Let's keep it real. Black people, you ain't gonna get shit out of this. Look, here's what these people really are. They're revolutionaries, okay? Every country has a bunch of them. Not a whole fucking overwhelming amount. Just enough. Like, just some they're scattered usually, right? And, like, they don't really ever organize. Well, these bitches done organized. You think that's something to be proud of? Fuck no. You have upstanding black people that have fucking done exemplary shit in this world. These bitches do not raise these motherfucking people up on a pedestal. They are creating victims in your communities by more than the fucking slave owner at the same rate. I'm not fucking around. I will not retract that statement in any motherfucking way. I'm serious as fuck. They are creating just as many black victims. They are creating black victims at a rate that the fucking slave owners, the same rate, same pace, all that shit. They really are. Okay? Do not raise these people up on a pedestal. I wish I had some black people. I wish I had access. I wish motherfuckers would just, look, I'm going to speak on this shit because I see it. I see what's going on. Okay? I've heard some shit in my life to where, like, light bulbs start going off, and then ding, ding, ding is coming after the light bulbs, and it all gets, like, put in a puzzle, and it all makes, oh my God, that's crazy as fuck. Wow. My head feels like about to explode type shit. And so, like, if that's the type, but then it all ended up being bullshit anyways. And I didn't really follow onto it because, like, I listened to it like, wow. And then I think later, that's some bullshit. What the fuck? And I never had to go back and hear it again because it wasn't, like, pressed upon me. But you guys are being pressed upon the ideology of the founders of this Black Lives Matter shit. And what they really just want is a violent revolution. Every country has a bunch of them. Yeah, and that's what these people are. They want a violent revolution. These bitches got their fucking foot in, man, and they are really, really got it. They got Black Lives Matters has their fucking knees pressed into the necks of the black community. Like that cop did to George Floyd. And by the way, I don't believe that he did that shit had anything to do with race. And I don't believe that he meant it in the way that it's fucking with the camera video for the person who was taking the video. I don't think that facial expression that he makes is really that he meant like how like it looks. Because what I think it meant is that like yes, I had to do my job whether you take a video of me or not. I just really think that he just was looking at it, no, not as a human life, but like he was just doing his job. No, he didn't look at George Floyd as a human. He looked at him getting the job done. It's not right or wrong, it just was. Yeah, and it's sad that George Floyd got killed, but what's more sad is the way the whole fucking country got fucking torn up over that bullshit. There's not systemic racism. There's been actually the cause of black human beings with black skin on their bodies I think has been fucking progressed in America so far. Yeah, and so many fucking amazing accomplishments that have been made by black people were made right here in America. I don't see what the fuck we would want to go backwards for. I don't see how that's in the interest of black people either. At all. I mean, because if these motherfuckers do have a violent takeover, they're going to get thrown out by the motherfuckers who are actually, they're going to be like, wait, hold the fuck up. We're going to do a power change. It's our turn. You bitches, thank you. Goodbye. Okay? Black people ain't going to get shit but shitted on. You ain't going to have the police there no more. I mean, shit, dude. Most of you don't have the police anymore. They're long gone. Our police in Cleveland been defunded way before that shit was, like, trendy. I know that. But, just, you really got to think about the shit that they're saying. If you go to their About page and you look at what we believe, and I want you to see if there's another link to click on, like, that gets into the specifics, like, real specific. I want you to read all of it. And I want you to go through it. If you don't understand what the fuck they're talking about, it's because it's incorrect. Because what they're saying is just not true. Because you know the difference between good, bad, right, wrong. What you got your own fucking thinking. That's the whole thing. And if it doesn't make sense to you what you're reading, if you're just like, what the fuck does that mean? Then that means that what they're saying is you actually don't agree with. And that is what they stand for. But see, it's just odd to me that like the whole gay shit, these gay motherfuckers, they know how to get a movement going and get their shit too. Because in the 90s, I mean, that gay shit, motherfuckers were in a closet. Now we got motherfuckers out here talking about little kids are gay. What the fuck? Bitch, you better back the fuck up off of my kid. Listen, man. If you think white people did some horrible shit to black people, I agree. But I'm going to tell you something right now. These Black Lives Matter people, their fucking movement and them being so embedded in your community is causing an equal amount of victims. At the same pace, at the same rate. Okay, you really have to just think about us as human beings. You have to think about like our biology, our survival instinct. This is not survival. This is fucking what they want. It almost sounds like murder. What they actually want is violence, and they want a revolution. The fucking race has been a wedge issue that has been used by revolutionary type motherfuckers for a very long time. And it didn't necessarily have to be about skin color either. From my understanding, other fucking revolutions take place over some racial shit that I don't really even know much about to speak on, except for like these motherfuckers are all the same color. So I don't actually, but it is like a race thing, right? If you've heard of the term, when they kill when they kill all the newborn babies. Hold on a second. What is that fucking word? I can't believe it. I know the word. I just can't. It's not coming to my mind at the exact moment. swear it begins with a G. It says abortion is fucking, hold on a second. Yep. Genocide, genocide, genocide. You've heard the word genocide. Genocide happens in revolutions. Did you know that? Like it is a bad unintended consequence, which, by the way, all revolutions are violent, and they have, except for the American Revolution. Well, no, there was tons of bloodshed in that. All revolutions have bloodshed. There are always very severe unintended consequences and victims that are made of these violent revolutions. And at the heart of these motherfuckers that are in this Black Lives Matter is this revolution type shit. Race has always been an issue that has advanced the cause of violent revolutions. And in a lot of cases, motherfucking genocide takes place. Okay, because at murder, if you let it continue and go on, it just leads to more and more victims and crime and bloodshed and victims. And then eventually the worst possible thing you can really think of is genocide. Like the actual killing of the babies that are born to eliminate whatever the fuck they consider to be the enemy. Like, that's fucked up shit. That's what these people are, the revolutionaries, okay? They've got the foot and they got you guys. They got the black community into it. The thinking is just, it's incorrect. It's like that's human survival and human, how humans were created biologically by God, who is the God. But if you don't believe in that shit, then that's on you. But like even like as an animal, if you want to look at humans as like an animal, as a being, like it's just opposite of our biology. You know what I'm saying? Because we have a different kind of a brain than the other animals that is able to like have a concepts and moral, like right and wrong. You know what I'm saying? And like what these revolutions motherfuckers type end up thinking are on the lines of like animals, where animals will fucking murder each other. Animals, like I'm talking about like, you know, them animals where you see a fucking goddamn fucking leopard take out a fucking hyena, like that's murder, like that's killing, like that's animal type shit. And yeah, that's like the line of thinking that like these type revolutionary people, that's like how debased it is. It can get, it gets in many times. Listen, it's bullshit, all of it. It really is. It's incorrect. They're just wrong. They're wrong. And they're bad.